Did you know there's a creature in the ocean that looks like a single animal but is actually an entire colony? One body made up of thousands of individuals working together. Meet the Siphonophore, one of the strangest and most mesmerizing life forms on Earth. Unlike sharks, whales, or even squids, siphonophores defy every expectation of what an animal should be. They're not fish, not jellyfish, and not a single organism in the usual sense. They're living collectives, a biological paradox floating in the deep sea. Imagine this. You're diving into the black, icy waters of the ocean's midnight zone, 1,000 meters down. Out of the darkness, a faint glow emerges. It looks like a ghostly ribbon twisting and undulating as if alive. But as you approach, you realize it isn't one creature at all. It's a colony, thousands of specialized clones, each one with its own role. Some act like stomachs, digesting food. Others act like tentacles, stinging prey with venomous cells. Still others are dedicated to reproduction, constantly creating new units to add to the chain. Together, they form a siphonophore, one of the ocean's most alien inhabitants. The most famous siphonophore is the Portuguese man-o'-war, often mistaken for a jellyfish. But it's only a distant relative, and in some ways, one of the simplest siphonophores. Out in the deep sea, scientists have discovered siphonophores that stretch more than 45 meters long. That's longer than a blue whale, making them contenders for the title of the world's longest animal. To put it in perspective, if you lined up 3 school buses end to end, a single siphonophore could still be longer. The strangeness doesn't stop at their size. Each siphonophore is a floating city of cloned individuals, called zooids, genetically identical but morphologically specialized. Think of it like a human body. Your heart, lungs, stomach, and brain are all made of the same DNA, yet they perform different functions. In siphonophores, this principle is stretched to the extreme. Instead of organs, they have entire cloned bodies working as organs. Together, the zooids create a functioning superorganism, blurring the line between the individual and the collective. Philosophers and biologists alike struggle with the question, is a siphonophore one animal or many? Aristotle once said, "The whole is greater than the sum of its parts." Nowhere is this truer than in the siphonophore. Each zooid alone is useless, incapable of surviving, but together they form a predator capable of hunting fish, shrimp, and other creatures in the deep. It's evolution's version of teamwork, raised to a level almost unimaginable. Let's talk about their hunting. Siphonophores are masters of patience and deception. Their long, trailing tentacles are lined with nematocysts, the same stinging cells that jellyfish use, but siphonophores deploy them like invisible fishing lines. A small fish swims by unaware. It touches one of these near-invisible threads and is instantly paralyzed. The tentacle contracts, reeling the prey back to the colony where digestive zooids engulf it. The entire process is silent, efficient, and eerie. It's not a single predator striking. It's a collective working together to subdue prey. Bioluminescence adds another layer of wonder. Many siphonophores glow, using light both as camouflage and as a lure. In the deep ocean, where sunlight never penetrates, glowing light can be the difference between life and death. Some species produce dazzling flashes when disturbed, confusing predators or startling prey. Others glow faintly, like living chandeliers drifting in the abyss. As French philosopher Gaston Bachelard once said, "The night is not merely an absence of light, it is a shining world of its own." Siphonophores embody that truth. From a human perspective, siphonophores challenge our ideas of individuality. We like to think of animals as single beings, a lion, an eagle, a whale. But siphonophores remind us that life doesn't always follow neat categories. They are individuals made of individuals, collectives masquerading as singular bodies. It's a biological riddle that forces us to rethink what it means to be alive. Are we individuals because of our DNA? Because of our consciousness? If individuality is defined by function, then siphonophores are proof that the boundaries are far blurrier than we like to admit. And yet, for all their alien qualities, siphonophores are fragile. Their bodies are gelatinous, up to 99% water. They collapse instantly when brought to the surface, making them notoriously difficult to study. Most of what we know about them comes from remote-operated vehicles and deep-sea cameras. When the Schmidt Ocean Institute captured footage of a siphonophore estimated at 45 meters long, scientists described it as one of the most extraordinary deep-sea discoveries ever filmed. Watching it drift in the dark, glowing faintly, coiling in spirals, was like encountering an alien spaceship in Earth's own backyard. Evolutionarily, siphonophores are part of the cnidarians, the same group as jellyfish, corals, and sea anemones. But unlike their relatives, siphonophores took a path that led to radical cooperation. Instead of building reefs or floating as solitary drifters, they fused individuality into collectivity. It's as if life itself experimented. What if, instead of organs inside one body, the organs became bodies themselves, chained together in unity? The result is the siphonophore, a compromise between singularity and multiplicity. Even their reproduction is unusual. New zooids are constantly budded off from a growth zone, like cars rolling off an assembly line. As the colony grows, older zooids die and fall away, while newer ones take their place. In this way, a siphonophore is both ancient and ever-renewing, a ship that replaces its planks continuously, yet remains the same vessel. It's the biological version of the ship of Theseus paradox, which has puzzled philosophers for millennia. In human culture, siphonophores are almost unknown, overshadowed by flashier deep-sea creatures like anglerfish or giant squids. But in many ways they are more astonishing. They are the ultimate symbol of hidden worlds, long, delicate, fragile beings, invisible to most of humanity yet among the most dominant predators of the deep. Ralph Waldo Emerson once wrote, "The creation of 1,000 forests is in one acorn." In the siphonophore, the creation of 1,000 creatures is in one colony. Perhaps what makes them most haunting is their silence. Sharks thrash, dolphins leap, whales sing, but siphonophores drift. They live and die in silence, their collective bodies stretching across the dark, unseen waters of our planet. They are living proof that nature's creativity knows no bounds, that the ocean holds secrets far stranger than myth. So the next time you think about the monsters of the deep, don't just picture giant squids or great white sharks. Remember the siphonophore, a ghostly, glowing ribbon that isn't one creature at all, but many. It is both individual and collective, fragile and powerful, alien and earthly. A creature that challenges not just science but philosophy itself. The siphonophore is a reminder that the ocean isn't just a place of survival, but a stage for life's most bizarre experiments. Evolution doesn't write with straight lines, it scribbles, it improvises. It creates wonders that defy imagination. And in the dark silence of the deep sea, one of its strangest creations drifts on, glowing faintly like a forgotten dream. Please subscribe, like, and share, because just like the siphonophore, our channel grows stronger as a collective.